Hi there, I just want to quickly talk about different types of natural shelters that you can build with the wood. So they come in two main types, sort of A-frame style and TP style, and then further two more methods of creating that particular style. So I'll start with this. So ideally for the first shelter you'll be looking for two trees with a supporting branch coming off it, so that you can lay a thick branch right across the top to act as the ridge line or center of the roof of your shelter. And that in turn you can lash down with natural cordage, think of it, to keep it secure. So examples of natural cordage would be nettles, brambles, ivy, anything that can be twisted and made into cord, used to tie that down. Then for your basic shelter, all you're going to do is going to lay further sticks up against the rear side of your shelter. And then you'll want to fill in the gaps. So you can do this in a number of different ways. You can use ferns, piles of leaves, or even sheets of moss at the top. The idea is to plug any holes and make it semi-waterproof. Use rushes if you're thinking of more Stone Age methods. It's easy to find, so you fill it in, smaller sticks, leaves across, and then you'll have a basic structure to protect you from vertical rain and from wind from the rear. You can couple this with a firewall of some sort at the front, created with woven sticks around hurdles. Or if you want greater shelter, you would start on the other side, just leaning sticks across on the front side of your shelter. This would create a kind of A-frame shape, which you can then enter from one of the sides. So much more of a tent style shape. You can create the same sort of design, look down here, by just hammering a long stake or piece of wood into the ground and then leaning a log or long branch up against it, and the same design can be created. So with rows of sticks on each side and sheets of moss, leaves and whatever else. The advantage of this design is that you don't actually need to find the two supporting trees, and you can construct this out in the open, and it also tends to yield a smaller size, so you have less space to heat up. So if you're not going to have a fire, then that's ideal, as there's very little space for you to warm up if you're using it in the night. Moving on to TP style shelters, where you find a central tree, ideally with lots of branches all the way around the trunk, so that you have plenty of spaces to lean wood up against. So you just go ahead and lean wood up against it, so it shapes it behind the tree trunks there as well. You just keep going round. All you do is you'd leave a gap in there, and you would have basic circular shelter in there. Then same again, you would fill up the gaps with whatever natural materials you have. The tree in the middle would cause some issues with space though, so you would have to extend twigs outwards quite a bit further to get decent amount of space to say lie down straight. So it would be more of a sitting shelter or temporary kind of daytime shelter, communal shelter. You can also do the same thing, twig hammered with quite a long pole hammered into the ground. Once again, you're going to be using a crisscross of sticks. However, this design does tend to be a little bit more unstable and a little bit trickier to put up. So there you have it, your basic natural shelters. So we have lean-to or A-frame, you have your A-frame short, your TP style. Yep. Hope this helps, and goodbye.